Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live and welcome to 2023 and Insurance Talk with Priest Insurance Agency, a weekly show on our social media channels and on Bolivar Live TV on Roku and Amazon Fire. Dan, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It's 2023. What's the top 3 tips for 2023? See, last year it would have been 2 tips. This year it's 3 tips.
Insurance client tips?
Insurance clients tips for 2023
All right.
to kick off the year, get people going in the right direction, maybe something they didn't realize.
Sure. Probably the first thing is people forget they forget about insurance policies. It's not the favorite thing to talk about in the world. But when you need it to work. So sometimes things fall away and insurance policies aren't created the same. So the first thing I would recommend is to spend some time with an agent and take a look at what you have, understand what you have, go over with them and be open about what you have, or them or us, we'd love for you to call us. But go over with them what you have and because we want to be able to give you the best value that we can, and we don't want to experience duplications or have gaps in coverage that you may not really understand that you have, or make sure you're fully covered in things, or exclude coverage that you have no exposure for. So that would probably be the first thing that I would tell you to do, is spend some time either on the phone or in person.
So like a remodel of the insurance, just make sure everything's perfect.
Yeah, just make sure it's good. And there's things that you can control and things that you can't, but understanding what you have and making sure that you have covered what you want is a very important thing. I guess
Tip number 2.
Tip number 2, understand the claims paying process with your carrier. Understand their ability to do that, and that would be a way to avoid a disappointment and have expected expectations.
What do you mean when you say paying process, claims paying
process?
Process?
How a claim is filed, what they expect, what you might talk to an agent about, how that may go in the event of an auto claim, in the event of a house claim, how depreciation works, and how an insurance carrier pays you maybe more than one time on a loss. So understand that process so that expectation is met before the need arises. That would be a really good thing to know, ground stuff.
And tip number 3?
Tip number 3. So service is an important thing, and one of the things that we bring to the table is a personalized service. So wherever you are, you want to talk to the person that's performing your policy about what the service side is like. Or if you have to make a change in your policy, are you relegated to an 800 number and whoever you may talk to at that time? Or is there a designated person that you can develop a relationship with that is going to handle your account and get to know you a little bit better? Or is there a combination of both? Can you use email? Can you use social media? What way do you take care of your policies and inform the carrier that you need to make a change?
Right. You know, talking about claims, you know, the claim process, you know, when there's a storm down here, you know, that I heard some people got what they expected as far as when they got their payment, you know, and when they could start and stuff. And then I heard others, you know, that I guess didn't understand it and didn't realize, well, I may get 2 payments or 3 payments, you know, because they bring it out different. So those are good steps. And, you know, Dan's always said, we've always said, if you have a question, whether Priest Insurance Agency is your insurance agency or not, if you have a question on your policy or you want them to, it's sort of like a doctor's visit, get a second opinion. It can't hurt anything and it doesn't cost anything, but it might fill that gap in coverage you have, or they might find where you're double insured, I guess you could say, and save you a little bit.
That's a really good analogy that you brought up that we use sometimes. It is like a doctor's visit, and that, you know, if you don't go for 2 or 3 or 4 years, you have these things that may occur that may get advanced before you find them. The same thing is true with what we do. It's if you don't check it out and talk to somebody and have an open conversation about exposures, then you may find yourself in a gap situation and have an unexpected problem that you don't want.
Yeah, and the last thing you want is all of a sudden, like we say, it's not when you're going to use it, it's or if you're going to use it, it's when. Is a storm come in and you've added something that you didn't realize wasn't covered, you know, and then it gets down to it and it wasn't covered and it comes out of your pocket.
Yeah, getting back to tip number one, call the people that you do business with or call us and sit down. Give this huge expense that you have 1 hour a year.
Yeah.
Give it 1 hour a year and go over it.
And it could save a lot of headaches.
It could save a lot of heartaches
down the way. So, well, Dan, thanks for joining us. And there's your 3 tips to start 2023. I look forward to the shows that we're going to be doing, and we'll get back out on the beach. I like those a lot better because we're standing out on the beach and you can hear the surf. So, but if you have any questions or you've got a topic that you'd like us to cover, publicly, you know, give me a call or get hold of us or leave a message for Dan at Priest Insurance and let him know if there's a topic you'd like to cover, and we'll cover it here on the show. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live and Dan Priest with Priest Insurance Agency. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Priest Insurance Agency has been located in the heart of Lumberton, Texas since 2001. Providing a consultative approach and educating customers on how their insurance works for them throughout the coastal region of Texas. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal region of Texas, covering home, auto, business, and recreational insurance. With ties to the coastal communities, Dan Priest has had the sand between his toes since 1972 with a home on Bolivar Peninsula in Galveston County. He survived a storm named Ike, but lost his home. With insurance coverage, his family was able to rebuild following the 2008 storm and continues to make memories beachfront. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal communities, family dwellings, investment property, and business insurance. They've been there. Whether you're looking for or have a family retreat along the Texas coast, investment property, or a business, Priest Insurance would be honored to work with you and your family to make sure you're covered anytime trouble arises. For more information on Priest Insurance and their contact information, please visit their website at www.priestinsuranceagency.com, or their office is open for phone calls with questions and consultation Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. by calling 409-755-7600. Priest Insurance Agency, working and educating customers, making sure they understand and have the coverage they deserve.